Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. So today I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful fruit basket. Let's get started. So I have here 8mm bead, fruit loop color. It's a very pretty and shiny color. 8mm bead. I have my 50-pound beading wire over here, 50 pound, and I have my fish line. So let's get started. Now I cut this fish line. I cut it to the length that my arm can take, so you can cut how you want it, the length that you want. Right now I'm going to put 6 beads on the line. We are going to start with 6 beading. So I'm putting 6 beads on the line. I'm crossing it. This is how it's looking like on the line. This is 6 bead. 6. So I'm going to cross the other line, other end of the line into the last bead and pull like this to make this ring. So this ring has 6 beads. We are going to continue. On this line, I'm going to put 5 beads. Because my line is in 1 bead already, I'm adding 5 beads. So that ring also is going to be 6. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on all your notifications for new video. So right here, this is how it's looking like. So we have 6 in each ring. Now with this line, I'm going to go through the next bead, this one right here. And on this line, I'm adding 4 beads. 4 beads. Just take your time and count the bead so you don't miss anything. I'm going to cross the end, cross it into the last bead. So this is how it's looking like so far. We made 3 rings. With this line, I'm going to go to the next bead. And on the other line, I'm adding 4 beads. Now with this line, I'm going to go through the next bead again. This is the first step that we are making. This line, I'll be adding 4 beads. 4 beads. Now I'm going to use this line again to go through the next bead. And I'm adding 4 beads. Now I'm going to use, with this line, This is how it's looking like so far. With this line, I'm going to go through the middle and the side bead. So because my line is in 3 bead already, what I need to add to make that 6 with this line, I'm going to add 3 bead to make the 6. So this is the first step, the first stage that we complete, and you should have something like this. This is how it's looking like. You should have something like this if you complete the first step. Now we are going to continue with the second step. On this line, I'm going to go through the next bead. On this line, I'm going to add 4 bead. 4 bead. Now I'm going to go through with this line, go to the 1 bead, the next bead, that's the green one. I'll go through that one, and the number of bead that I'll add to this line, 3 bead. Now with the line, I'm going to go through this bead and the other bead. That's 2 bead. Going through the white and the green. And I'll be adding 3 bead on this line. So with this, I'm going through 1 bead. And on this one, I'm going to add 3 bead. Now I'm going to use this line again and go through 2 bead. And on this line, I'm going to add 3 bead. The base is the most important. If you make the base well, your basket will look very beautiful and round. So this is the first stage we have to go through. So the line into 1 bead. I'm going to use that line to go through 1 bead. As the next one. And on this line, I'm going to add 3 bead. this line, I'm going to go through 1, 2 bead. And the number of bead I'll add to this line is 3 bead. Now I'm going to go through 1 bead with this line, this bead right here. I'm going to go through it, and I'm going to add 3 beads to this line. 3 bead. You see how it's taking round shape? So this line I'm going to go through 2 bead. This line I'm going to add 3 bead to it. 3 bead. And now I'm going to go through 1 bead with this line. And on this line, I'm going to add 3 bead. So with this, I'm going to go through 1 and the next bead, this one. On this line, I'm going to add 3 beads to the line. So with the line, I'm going to go through this and this one. That's the middle bead and the side bead. So this is how it's looking like now. My line is in 3 bead already, in 3 bead. So the number of bead I'll add is 2. Okay, with the second stage, when you complete the second stage, this is how the shape should look like. If you complete the second stage, it should look like this, round shape. Okay, so now that my line is in this bead again, we are going to continue to build on it. So we are going the third stage. So I'm going to start with this one, and we are going to continue again. I'm going to continue with 8 bead. This is going to be 3 common 9, so I'm starting with 8 bead. In my line, I'm going to go through 3 bead. You see, my line remain in 3 bead. You see, my line is in 3 bead, not 1 but 3 bead over there. So on this line, with this line, I'm going to go through this bead right here. I'm going to add 5 beads to make that ring 9, because my line remain in 3 and I use the line to go through 1, that's 4, so I'm adding 5 to make 9, and my line has to remain in 3 so that the previous ring and the one I'm going to make will have 3 beads in common, so it's 3 common 9. Every ring has to be 9. With this line, I'm going to go through the next bead. I'm going to use the line to go through the next bead. Five bead. Make sure your line remain in 3 bead. Like this. So make sure your line remain in 3 bead. Now with this line, I'm going to go into the next bead. Over here we are picking one bead on the circle. I'm adding 5 bead. 5. Make sure your line remain in 3 bead. So this is what we are going to repeat on this stage. We go through 1. I'm going to go through the next bead. We go through 1 and add 5. And make sure the line remain in 3. 5 bead. So with this line, I'm going to go to the next one. So with this stage, the third stage, this is how we are going to repeat 1 until we go round the circle. So now I'm about to complete the circle and I'm on the last end. So with this, we are not going to pick 5 bead. This is how it's looking like, and this is what you should have on this stage. So I'm going to go through the middle bead, the side, the next one, and the next one. So I'm going to go through the middle bead, and all these 3. So now my line is in 7 bead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the number of bead I need is 2 bead. 2 bead. So now we complete this stage 2, and this is what you should have on this stage. This is how it's looking like. This is the back view, and this is the front view, the inner view that we are going to build on. So this is something you should have like this. Over here I'm just going to tie in between the bead. You see, I'm tying in between the two beads, and I'm going to pull that knot. I'm going to hide it inside the bead. I'm going to use this line to go back through the bead like this, and when I pull it, you won't really see the knot over there. So on this line, I'm going to use it to go through the next bead. Now my line is in 2 beads like this. So with this line, I'm going to add 4 beads. 4 beads. Now I'm going to go through with this line. I'm going to go to 2 beads. 2. This is 1, 2. I'm going through 2 beads, and the number of beads I'm going to add on this line is 3 beads. 3. So with this line, I'm going to go through 2 again. And I'm adding 3 beads on this line. 3. This line, I'm going to go through 1, 2. And I add 3 beads. I'm going to go through 2 beads. I'm adding 3 beads. I'm going to go through 2 beads again. Three beads on the other line. 3 beads. Two beads. The next 2 beads. So this is what we are going to do all this round to complete it. Three beads. So with this stage, this is all we are going to do all around to complete it. This is the back view. This is how the basket the beginning is looking like, and we are going to build on this one. So with this we are going to continue with 2, 2 and add 3 all round. So now I'll come to complete the round, and I'm going to go through this, and this one. I'm going through this one, and this one, so I can complete the circle and come up. So now my line is in 4 bead, and the number of bead I'll add on this stage, you see my line is in 4 bead. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to add 2 bead to complete the circle. Okay, this circle, this is the 4th stage. On this line I'm going to add 3 bead. 3. This stage is going to just be 4 beading, 4 flower beading. That's what we are going to do on this stage. So with this line, I'm going to go through the next bead, and I'll add 2 bead, 2 bead. From this stage going, we are just going to do 4 flower beading. So with the line, I'm going through the next bead. Two bead. Into the next bead, the line into the next bead. I'm going to add 2 bead. Next bead, 2 bead. This is how it's looking like so far. We are going to go through 1 bead and add 2 bead. This is 4 flower beading. From this stage going, 4 flower beading is all we are going to do. So I'm going through the next bead and add 2 bead. Now into the next bead. Two bead. So we are going to go round and complete the circle. Okay, now I'm on the last end to complete the circle. This is how it's looking like. So my line is here. Let me turn it backwards so you can see. So my line is in the last bead. I'm going to go through this and this one. This middle bead right here and the side bead. For my line to come up to continue my beading, all I need here is 1 bead. So my line can come up. I'm stepping up so I can continue to build on it. So this way the line is, and we are going to continue the same way. On this line, I'm going to add 3 bead. 3 bead. Now into the next bead, 2 bead. The same weave, the same 4 flower beading is what we are going to do here too. So you go through each bead and add 2 bead. Now into the next bead, you add 2 bead. This is what we are going to do all round until we complete the circle. So here I made 3 steps on it, and we are going to continue. This is how it's looking like. With this stage, I want to introduce this new bead, this mango color bead. I'm going to use it to build on it. So I'm going to change color a little bit. We are going to use this one. So I'm putting 3 bead on the line. We are going to continue the same weave. Into the next bead, I'll add 2 bead. 2 bead. So the rest of the basket we are going to build on is going to be this mango color. That's what we are doing. If you are using the same color, don't worry, just continue with your beading. You don't have to change colors. So I go to the next bead and I'm adding 2 bead. With this line, I'm going to go through the next bead and add 2 bead. Into the next bead, 2 bead. Into the next bead, 2 bead. All these lines hanging on the basket, I'm going to weave it in and clip it off. So this is what we are going to do. Build on it the same way we did. We are just going to continue. And I thank all my subscribers for their love and support. And also to those who watch my video, thank you to all of you. Please subscribe to my channel and also turn on your post notification for new video. Over here, I'm just weaving on it with the mango color. Okay, so right here I make 4 rows. 4 rows with the mango color on the colorful one that we build. So I made 4 rows on it, and this is enough for the basket. This is how it's looking like. Very pretty and beautiful. And now what I want to do, I'm going to use, let me turn it well for you to see. Now my line is in this bead. I want to use this colorful bead to be on the edges, around it, on the edges. So this is what I'm going to use. And what I want to do, I'm going to pick up 1 mango color and 1 colorful bead. And 1 mango color again to start with. That's 3 bead on the line. Like this, so that my colorful bead should be at the edges all around it. So into the next bead, I'm going to pick up 1 mango and 1 colorful bead. So into the next bead, one mango and one shiny bead. Into the next bead, this one is the same way, the same weave. I just want to create the color, use the colorful bead to create color around the edges. So I use one mango and one colorful bead, and this is what we are going to be repeating throughout this stage round until it complete. So I'm going to go through the next bead and add 2 beads. Two bead, one mango, one shiny bead. Okay, so this is the idea that I want to create. Those are the edges of the mango color. So we are going to repeat the same thing all around. And now I'm about to complete this stage 2. This is how it's looking like so far. This is very beautiful and bright colorful basket. So I'm going to complete the rest of the basket. Very pretty and beautiful. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on all your notifications for any new video. Okay, now this stage 2 is complete, and this is how our basket is looking like. Now what we have to do is to put handle on it, and it's complete. So we complete the edges, everything is complete, looking nice. We have to create a handle from here, then we lap it on the other side. Now my line is in this bead. I'm putting my line in this bead, and I'm going to start off with 3 beads. So for the handle, it's just going to be a simple handle, like a bolt form, simple and wide. So we are going to create a little bolt on the edges and build on it. Now I'm going to go through the next bead, this and this one. I'm using 3, 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3. That's what we are going to use to weave the handle. Two bead. Now into the next bead, this one. Two bead on this line, 2 bead. So the line can come up so you can continue your weaving. This is how it's looking like so far. On this line, I'm going to add 3 bead. 3 bead. into the next bead, this line into the next bead. So over here we are just creating a little belt, long belt. This line I'm going to put 2 beads. Just creating belt to make the handle. Next bead, two bead. This line I'm going to add 2 beads to it. So now I'm going to continue building on it. This line I'm going to add 3 beads. Then the next bead, two bead. On this line I'm going to add 2 bead. Now into the next bead. On this line I'm adding 2 bead. So my line can come up and I'll continue to weave. 2 bead. This is how it's looking like so far. This is what we are going to do to build on it. And this is what I've done so far. And I'm going to continue to build and make it long. I'm going to build on it. Okay, now the bolt is complete and we have to attach it to the other side. Now I put 1 bead on the line and I'm going to go through this bead over here, and with these 2 I'm going to add 1 bead to cross it. Like this, and I'm going to go through the next bead, this bead right here, and the other line I'm going to go through 1 bead on the edge, this one, and I'm going to use only 1 bead to cross my line into it. So over here I found the middle in a line with the 3 bead we pick. I'm going to go through this bead. I find the middle and that will make it attach very well so that the handle can be in the middle of the bag, not on the sideways. So you have to find your middle. So I'm adding 1 bead to complete this stage, and now the handle too is complete. And with the line, I'm just going to weave it back into the bead to make it firm and strong. I'm just weaving it back into the bead. And if it's well secured enough, I'm going to cut it off. I'm just weaving it into the bag. So this is our final product, guys. This is how our fruit basket is looking like. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos to your friends and loved ones, and also don't forget to turn on your notification for new videos. Thank you.